with them and being kind and coming in. He ain't walking in all cocky or nothing. Come in, sit down, go where he's supposed to go, you know, in the court. He has a notepad, so he's taking his own notes. And he didn't look at Megan when she came in, but at certain points during the testimony, he would look up, you know, and he was, you know, obviously paying attention to what she was saying. And other than that, he would put his attention on what was before him. I feel like his notepad, whatever notes he was taking, speaking with his attorneys and stuff. Nancy Dillon made a post about how his son was present. That Tory made sure that his son was not present for all of, you know, those things that were said. He made sure that, you know, no, that he didn't hear particular things. So he was very aware, you know, of what was being taken in that regard and protecting his child. And yeah, I just felt like he would look back, you know, at family members and kind of look at them and, you know, get that little boost a little bit and turn back around and focus, you know, just look really focused. But he didn't look stressed at all. He ain't look stressed down day.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Nigga was going through this.
Yeah, he looks outside of court. He looks like he's chill.
Yeah. So no, he's not allowing this to bring him down, and that says a lot. Tory could get stories planted and da 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 da. He's in the industry as well, like the same way other people that. I think that it's been looking like a lot of desperation, all this shit that's been going on. They ain't needed to do that. Even when it came down to those opening statements with the slideshow, I really like how his attorneys came up and just simply got that podium and spoke. You know, it hasn't been about the theatrics. It hasn't been about, well, believe me, and let this get put here and let this get put there. We here now, and the story will be told. Like he said, we'll go to court, we'll have our day. And now it's playing out. And I think that he's pleased with the way that things are going. I can't speak for him ever. But like I said, he looks confident and he don't look like he's been shaken. So.
What do you think that Kelsey's going to reveal anything new? Like, we know she's going to say Tory shot him, right? But do you think she's going to open up more, maybe more than Meg, and kind of explain some of the nuances that led to Tory allegedly having a gun in his hand, because that's going to be her story.
Yeah. I think that Kelsey will say some interesting things because we haven't heard from her. So when she gets to breaking shit down, a lot of shit going to be new to us. And I think she's going to be able to put context around a lot of shit for us.
I think she'll.
You think what?
The best job telling since. I think she's on paperwork. As I said, immunity deal. So she has an immunity deal, which means she has to testify, right? I think she's going to do the best job telling since Tekashi 6ix9ine. I think she's going to give detail after detail, and Tory's lawyers are going to have to go to bat to try to poke some holes in what she says. I think Meg been saying 15 different stories. It was easy to kind of like, you said this here, right? Like, it's easy. I think with Kelsey, even though Kelsey did say a few things like, live, and she never ever said Tory didn't do it, but she almost kind of like was only ever saying she didn't do it, but she never said who did. So it was kind of weird. But if she comes out with very clear details, like this happened, we started doing this, blah, 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 and I know her story is probably going to start from the pool party.
Yeah. And then the question going to be, well, how much did y'all drink? Were you the only one that got, so drunk that you had to pass out? What did happen? What did make Megan get upset? Was it the wig? Did she say something about a wig? When I want to know who going to claim these damn bags. Who is going to claim these bags that could have had a weapon in them? Megan don't know who the shit it was. Once again, a good question is going to be, Kelsey, where were you when this took place? Because don't forget, she got the gunshot residue on her. And my whole thing is, I wish that they would have tested Megan for gunshot residue as well, because I'm willing to bet that she had it on her.
Yes, somebody said, do you think that Meg ever had possession of the gun? And obviously, Meg clearly said she never saw the gun ever until that moment when she allegedly saw Tory with it. But what's your feeling? What do you think?
My feeling is that I find it quite coincidental, and I don't believe in coincidences, that they tested 3 people. They said that they tested 3 people's DNA up against the gun and that it had 4 contributors. So of course that could have been anybody, but I mean 2 + 2 is 4. 4 people in the car. Maybe everybody was trying to grab the shit.
I mean, shit.
No, you
Wow.
really gotta protect Tory. Tory was trying to break up a fight. Why wouldn't he be trying to? Okay, that's dog. So why wouldn't we think he could have been over there too? Did he?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If Kelsey don't tell us about her getting her ass whipped by Meg, I'm gonna say, yo, throw this whole case out, man. Like on some real, like, yo, y'all can't be selectively remembering what's going on. You know what I mean? You remember all the things that you think you need to say to get the nigga to jail, but you ain't telling. Nigga, let's keep it a bean. Y'all were scrapping in the middle of the streets. Meg gave you a beating of your life. Nigga, acrylics popping out everywhere. You said what?
You think Megan will Kelsey?
You said, do I think Megan is what?
Do you think Megan will Kelsey?
Do I? Nigga, I think she beat her into oblivion.
No, I'm gonna tell you why she didn't. Because them photos of Kelsey at the police station, Kelsey ain't got not one hair out of place or a scratch on her fucking face.
Really?
Yeah, they showed it to us. All she had was a ripped top. One of her straps was ripped, and she had a little bit of blood on her leg, but she helped Megan in the car. So I'm thinking that came from, Megan bleeding, and she had a cut on her leg. If Kelsey got beat the fuck up, it was the softest fight of forever. Who did we not see? We didn't see Megan.
Hold on. No scratches on Kelsey at all.
Not that they saw. And when they asked the police officers the first day, were there any other people injured on the scene? No.
I ain't gonna lie. Maybe Kelsey is Wolverine, man, because the prosecutor also said that Tory punched her in the face, and shit.
Okay.
Like, listen, man. Unless they say Tory hit like a bitch, Tory punched her in the face. She allegedly fought with Meg. No scratches on her. She looked fine. What's going on out here?
Last time they accused Tory of punching a nigga, he got tore the fuck up, huh? If he would have hit that girl, he would have tore ass up, huh?
You tell me that Kelsey could take a punch better than August Alsina?
Telling me that's wild shit.
This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Listen, I need somebody to get up on that stand and tell the whole fucking story, the full story. The full story.
The full story and just tell the truth. Tell the devil. Y'all gonna let that nigga go to jail for 22 years, quite possibly, for some bullshit?
Yo, I'm full court pressing Kelsey, and they should have did it with Meg, but I get it. You got to go soft on the victory. You don't want to do too much.
Yeah.
But one of the neighbors said they saw 2 women fight in the streets.
Absolutely, and we have a nail in the street, and we got jewelry in the street. So something happened, and it was separated from the chain.
And by the way, this is just my humble opinion. It's so unlikely that a gun gets fired before any actual, like, I could see them fighting. Somebody loses the fight. Somebody's drunk. They try to go for a gun. Maybe, like, you know what I mean? Somebody else is trying to stop him, this and third, and whatever else happened. It just seems crazy to me that, especially, let's say it's the bodyguard's gun. All of a sudden, the first thing that happens is somebody just grabs that gun and just shoots at her. Nobody tries to restrain her.
They said that it took a few seconds. Megan said it took a few seconds for her to get out of the car, walking from the car. Huh?
Wait, what happened?
Oh yeah, I thought you said something. They said it took a couple seconds for Megan to get to the front of that car and then he said, "Dance, bitch, and die." So, are we supposed to believe? And y'all need to see these pictures. Backseat junkie as hell. I'm talking about suitcase thrown back there. That our front seat got shit. It was trash. They had to move the trash to get to take a picture of the gun. Purse, papers on the floor, napkin on the floor, suitcases all over everywhere. You mean to tell me that Tory Because who in the fuck keeps a gun in the damn backseat? Where the hell you sitting at? Okay, you mean to tell me that Tory, in 2 to 3 seconds, if the gun was originally in the front, jumped to the front, got the goddamn gun, got in the back, went over to where Kelsey was sitting, opened the door, da 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 da, and shot. This shit happened in less than 5 seconds. No.
Good point.
Who ride? Where you put a gun when you in the car? You put that shit in the glove box. You might put it up under your seat, maybe the driver's seat or whatever. It was under the driver's seat. Tory went up under the driver's seat, got it, got over there, opened the door, da 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 da, and did that in less than 5 seconds.
Yeah, they're making it sound that nigga's MacGyver.
Yeah, like he just Superman in this bitch. He moved fast as fucking light. No.
They got that nigga on some Steven Seagal shit. What the fuck?
Huh?
Man, I gotta see. I need somebody who's gonna tell a story, man. They're gonna get on the stand and say, "Listen, man, we go to Kylie's party, okay?" And I need to hear the details of that. I want every detail. Like, I don't want no missing details. I need to know: did anybody argue at Kylie's party? What was the demeanor between Kylie and them? Because you know what's also interesting? Kylie stopped on following Meg. Kylie not really with all the bullshit. Kylie looked like no matter what, and you would think Kylie would be definitely more sympathetic, and Kylie don't fuck with Meg, okay? Why is that? I want to know. Now, again, it could be a million objections, but it's going to add to the narrative of what happened that night.
Kylie's best friend, shortly after the incident, posted, Stassi, with her fine ass, she posted on Instagram right after and said, real happy girl shit. And Kylie took a picture of her fucking foot and posted it right after Megan announced that she had got shot in the foot. Kylie posted a picture of her damn foot in the water. They shaded that hoe.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, I reported on it. Yeah. Way back.
Let me Google this shit. Oh, shit.
Yes. And I think it's still on their damn page. Stassi said real happy girl shit and was like hanging on the damn boat doing rich people shit. Why they?
Nah, this is crazy. Nah, this is getting out of hand. Holy shit.
I want to see what Corey got to say, and I want to see what EJ got to say.
Was Corey there that night?
That's what they say. Mm-hmm.
Was he there for the whole night?
They did not acknowledge that.
But they really want to. Was he there the whole time? Because even when Tory goes live in a pool, we never see him. Say it.
He was there when Megan and them got there, and at least until Tory was there. Yeah, because Megan said Corey was there, Kylie was there. You know that. So yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering why. What your grown ass doing over here?
That's a good point.
Okay. Is it possible that did Kylie not trust it, or I don't know? You never know what they ass how they be doing shit.
That's fucking interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Listen, the only thing I'm happy about is that we're going to finally get a conclusion to this whole fuckery. Enough is enough.
Right, and everybody can move on with their fucking life. And I want to, and you tell me how we're in media, right? To a certain degree. Well, you really in media more. You're more established than what I am. But what I will say is, do you feel like we win regardless? Because I do. I feel like regardless of what happens with the case, this is just another story. There are some people who feel like depending upon the verdict that certain people are going to be ended because of at certain points, maybe you thought this, or maybe you believe this, or maybe you believe that. Do you think that the verdict will affect you and your platform?
No. Listen, I've always maintained. I don't know who should. I felt like there was bullets fired. Like, I'm not denying something that seems to be the truth. I don't know who fired the shot. People have always just called me biased because from day one, I was unwilling to just say, oh, she said it's Tory, or it's got to be Tory. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's the funny thing about this whole thing. A lot of people say, you know what's wrong about society, blah, blah. People don't believe black women. Well, let's think about this. The reason why we're at this impasse at this crossroads is that we did believe black women, right? In the sense of we believe Meg every time she flipped the story. So the reason why we're in this trial where we can't tell what the fuck the truth is, we believe that when she lied, I stepped on glass. I would believe it.
Right.
Then she switched the story. Nah, I ain't step on glass. I got shot. Which one you want us to believe? Then she said, well, I ain't tell them because I thought the cops was gonna shoot us. Okay. No, really, it's because I just ain't no snitch. Okay. Now it's I want him under the jail. Jesus Christ. The only reason why the prosecutor's having a tough time, Meg done switched her fucking story 49 times.
And
okay?
49 times. They're more ready to blame people like you and me and try to make us accountable for the way that we feel. I feel like anybody, the media in general, has made Megan accountable for her contradictions. Stop acting like people woke the fuck up and decided, fuck that girl, she lying. Stop.
Hey, I'll tell you this, and a lot of people have said that, like, me or my platform has been anti-Meg. You know, even when Meg started responding to me, right, and Meg was, like, tweeting at me, whatever, we never called Meg a liar at that point. We never called her a liar, right? Now, clearly, there's proof of inconsistencies. If I did say she was a liar about certain things, I could. But at that point, all we were reporting was things that made that just casted doubt, which like, okay, well, this might help the case that Tory may have not done it. And she was, you could tell this is some Rock Nation control bullshit, which, you know, I'm just, at the end of the day, I don't care how popular I am. Like, I control my platform. I don't give a fuck who else. You're not going to control my platform. So she was just mad that anyone would report anything that made it look like maybe there is a doubt that Tory did it. She took it personal.
Right.
Oh, Tory must be paying y'all. That's why I responded. I said, Tory paid me. I said, you must be delusional. You want me to cover this case to only say, oh, yeah, of course you got shot. Or I need to omit anything that makes Tory look even a shade of innocent.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think that's honest reporting. If I sit here and I only pick out the details that make Tory looks guilty when there's openly facts and information that say, hey, we're not saying he's innocent, but wait a minute.
Right.
This is something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
A fair and unbiased media is going to put everything out. You let the people decide.
Let the people decide.
Meg clearly wanted to run a narrative. She wanted to run a narrative run with all media, and for the people like me who she felt that wasn't going down with, you know what she said? Oh, it's because Tory pays out.
Yeah. She went online and said you probably either you getting paid or you want to fuck him or all kind of shit. Do not ever sit up and play with my motherfucking mind. It ain't nobody that's watched anything. When I have said I think this or that, what I've shown them exactly why, that ain't felt like, even if they don't agree, I see why you said that. I get respect because I don't get up and say, oh, I think this because the bitch said it. I have been able to show exactly why I think the way I think. And I called her ass a liar because she is. That's a fact. She is a liar. Just like she got her ass to the day and said, yeah, I lied. So get over it, bitches.
And by the way, like, you know, for everybody who just thought, you know, for outlets like myself and even yours that may have, like, again, we're trying to get to the truth.
That's it.
Right? So, you know what I mean? There might be certain things that we post that might seem to be in favor of Meg, certain things that's in favor of Tory. In reality, this case is proven that the way we covered it is absolutely right because it's not open and shut. It's not, automatically we know Tory did it.
Exactly.
The jurors right now are probably thinking, well, I thought this, but then I heard this. They are torn. They're torn, or they're not all the way convinced yet. It's no way you can listen to those first 2 days of, you know, testimonies from everybody, from detectives to even Meg herself, and you don't even come to the conclusion saying, oh yeah, no, he definitely did it, and you expected people who aren't privy to all this information that the jurors are getting to just automatically believe that it's
right.
Open and shut. No, people are skeptical. That's it. You know what I mean? People are skeptical.
The people.
And if Meg didn't make this whole thing, right, where feels like she's trying to use this as a career play, where she didn't feel like and she keeps talking about it, like she's not getting enough sympathy, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not getting enough sympathy, and that's the only, because you've gotten all the awards. Ever since then, you've gotten all the awards. I don't know how she says her career ain't been going up, right?
Right.
So if that's what you want to go with, I just can't understand why she wouldn't be able to see why people are skeptical, because the jury right now, I think they're the most skeptical people right now, and they're seeing all the real shit.
Yeah, I agree. And these people talking about who the bigger artist is, babe. First of all, don't sleep on all the Tory shit before, but even quarantine radio and what he was able to do and his trajectory. This shit affected all of that. And even with all of this, the nigga so fucking good. Y'all talking about who bigger, bitch, who better? Because at the end of the day, how many, almost 1 billion streams this year? Y'all scared to tell people y'all listen to that nigga. The industry took his playlist, and shout out, Ack, you put him on, like you put him on the playlist. You know, so
yeah, I brought that to light, and again, he's been very complimentary and also give me some of my credit for that. You know, like once I called it out and everybody realized they got egg on their face,
exactly,
they kind of just start sliding back in on the sneak. They're not gonna make no announcement. Oh, what is on playlist? Wait, nigga, he was never on playlist for years. Y'all just threw him on there like last month.
Right. Was removed. And let's talk about the noise that was not made with Megan being on all the damn lists. So at the end of the day, y'all scared to show people y'all listen to that nigga. Y'all know y'all fuck with the Daystar album. Y'all know y'all fuck with Alone in Prom. Y'all know y'all fuck with what he just put out. Quit fucking playing, bitch. Y'all like that nigga.
Yeah, nah. It's gonna be so interesting how this whole shit's gonna turn out. And Kelsey's statement. Kelsey messaged me one time, and it was so funny. Let me see if I could.
Oh.
Damn. Let me see if I could. Oh, I can't. I'm on the live. I can't go back.
Damn.
Anyway, she was I remember it was an article that got posted that said something about, hey, Kelsey, like either she was being paid by Tory or something like that, or like Tory tried to pay her off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the article, and she sent it to me, and she said with the cap emoji, she says cap, and then I kept proceeded to say, hey, well, why don't you clear it up? And then she just never really said anything else. You know what I mean? Because I was basically trying to say, hey, listen, you know, you're the third person. Just tell what happened, But it'll be interesting if she goes up there tomorrow, which I think this is the bombshell that might come out. Or not bombshell. I think she might state on the record that Tory offered her money, even though maybe she doesn't have any proof. You get what I mean? She's definitely gonna be like, oh yeah.
Kelsey had gone in the comments on social media and denied that he offered her money. So I mean, I guess if she want to get up there and say that shit, cool. Well, but
remember, now she's under oath, just like how Meg basically said, yeah, I lied about that shit. I think Kelsey is gonna basically come out and say, oh nah, he didn't try. Like it'll make her story sound better.
Let me ask you this: what the fuck point would it be to offer Kelsey $1 million when Megan ass was already telling the shit? Megan, they need to tell us what day she supposedly linked with him, because Megan came out 4 days later and said this shit that happened. So what the fuck would have been the point of telling the cat was out the bag? I'll offer you money for what?
I'm wondering if she talked to Tory afterwards.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
I bet she did. Yeah. Well, you mean after, because she did answer the phone.
Yeah, after in the last 2 years, before it,
I bet,
because I kid you not, I used to believe this. I used to say, I feel Tory is protecting someone. I like shit. Even when I talked to him, and I was just like, yo, when he's telling me what happened, I'm like, nigga, there's a part of the story missing, and I feel like you're protecting someone
and not try to, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to say not trying to snitch, but you're protecting someone. You know what I mean?
What'd he say?
Well, I mean, all of the details except the shooting.
Right. Right.
I heard everything else, but who had the gun? I've never heard that.
Right.
Never to this day. I've never heard that.
Where did it come from?
And I always thought it was making sense, even in the narrative. Well, who would have the reason to shoot Meg? It can't be the nigga who's fucking Meg and her friend.
Right.
Like, nigga, you fucking them both. Why are you shooting them?
Right.
You know what I mean?
For what?
Like, who would have that motive? Well, if they got into an argument, the friends that may have started maybe before they got in the car, escalated while they got in the car. Tori is kind of, you know what I mean, in the middle of it, but they're really going at it because they also have issues from kind of stemming from before, which, by the way, Kelsey kind of confirmed. Basically saying, like, on the live, she basically said, yo, Meg, you've been taking my niggas forever, okay? I would believe that their argument escalated to some type of physical altercation. And in a drunk world, a woman would grab a weapon. Not saying this is normal, but two women fighting, and I could imagine one woman gets the best of the other. Right? And that's how a weapon comes. That's a narrative that makes sense, though.
That's what makes
it just don't make sense that, like, the prosecutor's opening statement, like, oh yeah, the story starts with, oh yeah, they're in the car, and basically Meg tells Tori, you know your music trash, nigga, and all of a sudden Tori takes out a gun when she gets out the car and say, yo, dance, bitch, dance, and shot at her 4 times.
And I just say something I like. For Megan to try to throw out that, oh, I'm the better rapper, this is what triggered him so bad. This the same nigga that was playing basketball with a patch in the middle of his motherfucking head. The nigga can take a fucking joke. The nigga can take criticism. The nigga can take, like, you said he wasn't.
Listen, as hot-headed, because, you know, some people be like, well, he did sock out all this stuff. As hot, I do think Tori's a little hot-headed at times. But trust me, for a guy, it's a different level of fucking loco you gotta be to escalate an argument to shoot a woman. To just shoot her.
To shoot 5 times? The gun went off 5 times. Because the bitch say you couldn't rap? That don't even make no fucking sense. That shit sound dumb as fuck. They know that shit.
I think the prosecutor got to come with a better narrative for people to believe that Tori did it.
Yeah.
A little